Greetings and salutations, friends. I am New Mithrender, and I think I might have found how to progress Count Ymir's questline. I started last time searching the Shadow Keep. Initially, I went to the church district to see if I could find a way up one of the walls, right around here. There was no answer in there, but I then decided to investigate the storehouse again, because I realized there were a lot of spaces in here, some of which I hadn't explored yet, as it turned out. And lo and behold, I found a grace that I hadn't noticed before, and with it, an elevator. So let's find out where this takes us. Good start already. Going up. Looks like there's a treasure. And a bat. Well, let's see if I can't hit him from here. The answer is yes. Well, that's one less problem to worry about. Though, chances are there's more bats like that around, aren't there? Yep, I see a couple already. At least these beams are a fair bit wider than the ones in Anorlando long ago. Don't know why I said Anorlando. Londo. Yeah, not a great start having my tongue twisted when we're not even 5 minutes into the video yet. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Yep, more sleepy gargoyles. I have no pity for you. You're just going to be a misery to deal with, I know you will. Yep, setting a trap for me again, I see. I hit him. Being very careful that I don't accidentally walk my way off the platform. Gonna be like that, are you? Okay. And all I get is thin beast bone. It's not even like it was worth the trouble of coming over this way. Yes, yeah, there is a slight step forward when you throw the spear. And that could very easily screw me over on tight platforms like these. Let's see now. Looks like there's going to be several treasures hidden up here on the rafters. Smithing Stone 7, and 4 of them, no less. Yeah, back during the early game, that would have been a glorious find right there. Right now, it's kinda pointless. But before you got to Farah Majula, that would have been amazing. And considering that you could have gotten here all the way back from Liurnia, yeah, that would be insane. Wrath from afar, a new miracle. Fires a golden shockwave that knocks back foes. An Erdtree incantation discovered in the realm of shadow. Fires a golden shockwave that knocks back nearby foes. Charging increases the size of the shockwave. When the Elden Ring was shattered, the people of the realm of shadow felt it too, and feared it as a sign of the Erdtree's wrath. I suppose they wouldn't have thought it a benevolent change, would they? Now how do I get back from here? Because there's a few places I could jump to, maybe, but, well, there goes nothing. Okay, made it. Okay, and we have more gargoyles to contend with. I see you up there. Don't think you haven't been noticed. Oh, and we have another elevator. And snipe. And snipe some more. And one more for good measure. No, you moved. One more solid hit ought to do it. And that wasn't it. Try again. Okay, well, if he comes after me, he'll only have one hit left in him. I shouldn't worry too much about it. Oh, really? You're gonna put one of those bastards up here too? Okay. Going to the default answer for you lot then. Ironically, the default is your own sword. Okay. Ironically, the space up here actually works against you. Oh, damn it, you fell. You fell to the lower level. That doesn't actually help me any. That's actually very bad for me. You were like one hit away from dead, too. Oh, well, if you're gonna come by here... Ha! Now you see why I keep using Mesmer's Spear. Having a potent long-range option that doesn't cost anything. No FP, no limited arrows, nothing. Yeah, bloody fantastic it is. Nope. And I forgot that I hadn't swapped back to the shield yet. Fortunately, the Blue Dew talisman will make up for that mistake. And I'm going to get rid of you right bloody now. Took you a little too long to warm up there, pal, so I gave you a hand. Okay, what else? There's a treasure here, but I'm guessing there's trouble next to it. And since I've cleared that guy, the knight, let's go back to our sword, stabby sword. It's number 8. Again, like I've said, they're clearly building this up with the idea that you might have come here right after Moog's palace. After all, that is where you enter this DLC from in the first place. And if you did that early, as in you went to Liurnia and did Vare's quest, then yeah, you could have got here real quick. And if you came here that early, then yeah, all the stuff here would be absolutely fantastic. It would help you upgrade many, many new weapons and armor. Well, you would get more armor pieces, rather. I misspoke. You don't upgrade armor in this game. Kind of a missed opportunity, frankly. Because I was in all the way back in Dark Souls 1. And in 2 as well, if I remember rightly. Dark Souls 1 probably had the best armor mechanics in all of the games. In that armor could actually be really, really, really good. And if you upgrade the armor, it gets even better. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, and Bloodborne, and now in Elden Ring, armor can still be useful in Elden Ring anyway. But in the others, well, Sekiro doesn't have armor sets. It has cosmetic options for Wolf, which are kind of cool, granted, but there's no actual armor to speak of, nothing you can swap to or from. In Bloodborne, you're wearing cloth. All of the sets in that game are cloth, essentially. Even the Canehurst Knight set is actually cloth with a bit of very thin metal on it to give it the appearance of being metallic armor. And they give a very good excuse for that in-game. The fact was that plate armor was useless against the beasts. The monsters would literally rip right through it. And as a result, trying to use that stuff to fight them would just slow you down. It was a death sentence. Now we have an item in a very awkward position. I thought at first it might actually be on top of the elevator, but instead it looks like... Now where are we going? Oh, okay. Well, let's see how I do with Quaylin's spear. Okay, yeah. Not as good. Yeah, the problem is that it doesn't stagger the Fire Knights. The Fire Knight Greatsword, by contrast, does stagger them. Rune of an Unsung Hero. But yeah, the Fire Knight Greatsword does a nice bit of posture damage and can stagger the Fire Knights. And as a result, I can literally spam them to death using it. Whereas with Quaylin's sword it's called, even though it's more a spear than a sword now. With his sword, I have to poke them to death with it. Perhaps the charged R2 will make a difference. I'll give that a try next time I meet one of these things. Let's see, is there a... There's a second elevator here. But I haven't activated it, apparently. So I can jump on top of this. Oh, now the elevator's going. So, if I could... Okay, let me see. I need to find the lever to get them moving. So let's go there. Wait for the other elevator to come down to us. I think I might have got it wrong again. I think... Trying to think of how I would do this. Okay, I think the idea now would be to go back up, work my way around up that way, and summon that elevator, then hop onto it. But I can't do that without going back to a grace, unless there's another way to move from here. Bit annoying as puzzles go, I have to say. But I'll give it a try. It should be as simple now as going back, setting down the elevator that's currently there, and then as the other one comes up, just hop onto it. Okay, let's get our light back on. Yes, elevator shenanigans. Okay, now let's go. Bloody wretched creature. Got behind. Lock on. Damn it all. It just would not lock on to the second one. It just refused. Okay. Yeah, so there's the elevator again. Oh, I see what my mistake was. I should have stayed at the... I should have just gone to the top. That would have been the answer. Ay, ay. Okay, now we need to find our way around again. No matter of fact, did I not? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I dropped down onto the wheel, then jumped across. That's how I got to the other side the first time. Yeah, there we go. So yes, I was just being stupid. All I had to do was stay at the top level to make this work. Okay, you cheeky git. You are going to make this a misery, aren't you? Okay. Yep, that could certainly have gone better. Just like I could have figured out this damn elevator puzzle better, too. Oh, down you go. And then... I was making it far too hard on myself. Fire Knight Hild. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirit of Fire Knight Hild. A spirit who belonged to the Fire Knights, an order which answers directly to Mesmer. Hild swings a slender greatsword and casts fire incantations. Hild was a dear friend to Salza the Sage, and joined those who urged that the specimens be preserved. Hild's ashes were enshrined as a charm to protect the storehouse. Okay then. Now... yeah, I feel right silly for having... just not figured out the bloody elevator puzzle faster. Oh well. We have it now. Forgot the shield again. Damn creature. Yeah, the lock-on does not like corners. It really doesn't. He was slightly around the corner and therefore it didn't lock on to him. Damn annoying whenever that happens. Alright. Back down this way. Because there was a stone elevator way down here. And it looks like... yeah, we're right next to a new region. An area we have not been to yet. A sealed door. Actually, is this... this looks like it would lead right into the storehouse. And would actually be... one of the, areas that I saw much earlier. It would be real nice if that door were just locked from this side, so I could open it and wander my way back into the storehouse, and go, oh, that's where we were. But, no, apparently. That is not allowed. Not this time. So now, where will this elevator take us? Very, very far down so far, the answer is. Ah, Grace. Hmm. Summoning pool now functioning. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. Arms ahead. Gesture, you say? And Erdtree fragment. Once again, we have another headless Marika. We'll be back for that, but first... I wonder what's out this way. There's a whole section here. Looks like there's a wall I'm gonna have to get around or under. Then, what is this great big old building over here? Shadow View. Commander Gauis. Huh. You're riding a gigantic boar. Whoa, okay. Ow. That's a lot of damage. I can fully block that, though. I managed to block all of that somehow. Okay. Alright. So, let's try to figure out what he's weak to. I think I'll change from Quaylen's sword and move to the Moonlight Blade. As my go-to was always first going to be sorcery. Glintstone style. If I find that doesn't work, we'll move on to lightning. Either lightning or flame. Basically, go down the list and find out what the guy is weak to. The blue dew. I'll leave that on for now. It's not like it hurts me to have it. Okay. Wasn't ready for a boss fight there, but... That's about to be interesting now that I know what I'm in for. So, my Mimic will play the part of ranged combatant, while I go at him from up close. That's not a lot of damage. Yep, this guy's definitely got Radon style. Okay, that's a fair bit of damage, actually. Ow. Guess I should have seen that coming. Okay. Are you recovering health? Okay. Not a good time to block. Or heal, rather. Okay. Okay, so that works better. Ow. Okay, the Mimic is in trouble, but he's lasted long enough. Ow. Yep, gravity magic again. Ow. Ooh, and he's... Okay then. Ow. You've got a lot of coverage there, don't you? Well, at least I now know that magic is an effective tool against you. All I have to do is kill you fast enough. And I actually got him below half health on my second attempt, so I don't think this'll be too bad, honestly. I've heard horror stories about this guy, though. But I'm kinda thinking that if you tried to melee him, then yeah, you're in for a hard time, but, I'm not doing that, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Ooh, too close. Okay, yep, I can block you pretty well. Burning my stamina pretty good, but... Oh, you've missed, and it hit the pole instead of him. Okay. Okay, went a little too greedy there. Gonna heal, just on the off chance. Okay. Magic definitely works on this guy. Yeah. He saw that my mimic was down. Ooh. Ow, 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 ow. Come on. Ah! Okay. Still, got him to a quarter health again. I just need to be a bit more careful when phase 2 starts. But yeah, magic works just fine on him. I expect that if I tried gravity spells, that wouldn't work too well for me, but at the moment, yeah, Hadula's Moonblade seems to do the trick just fine. And at least there isn't much of a run-up to get back to him. Actually, I was about to make a colossal mistake. I was about to summon the Mimic. Well, I had both catalysts equipped, the seal and the staff. That would have been mighty stupid. Because then the Mimic wouldn't have the shield to use. Now I'm healed, and now I'll boost our defense and attack. Gotcha. Yep, if all I have to do is stand and block, then I will win, eventually. I was blocking, damn it. Okay, the Mimic does distract pretty well against this guy. Yes, Ronnie's Dark Moon is actually really good for the range. Ooh. Oh, that's a bad time. Yeah, you're right into the wall. Yep, phase 2 opener is painful. Come on. fun part there was that I accidentally walked right into the Mimic. So even if he was targeting the Mimic, he would have hit me anyway. Ow. And you phased through my projectile there. You absolutely did. Okay, well, looks like you're gonna die now. Unless you somehow phase through my shot again. Ha! Gotcha, bastard. The Wild Boar Rider. Okay. Not too bad. Just took a couple tries there. To be fair, if your only means of fighting him was to go at him in melee range, yeah, that would have been a nightmare. That would have been way harder. But I'm a caster build. So that wasn't a problem at all. And I have another blessing ready. Up to level 14 now. Didn't think I had enough, but doesn't hurt anything to try. Now then. Let's hop over to the Round Table Hold and see what we can get for his remembrance. I'm pretty sure I've seen his armor. So we'll probably be able to buy that here too. And yeah, Gaius' helm. The Black Iron Helm of Commander Gaius. Part of an armor set patterned after fallen seeds. Gaius was the most senior disciple of the same Alabaster Lord who taught Radon and Gaia gravitational technique. Interesting. Okay, looks like that's all I'm getting out of that armor, though. Am I blind, or does he only have... Oh, there's the chest piece. Honestly, it looks kind of silly to me. Far too bulbous and round, well... Not rounded, but oversized. It looks like he doesn't have any leg armor. I guess the boar was his armor about his legs. Oh well. What do you get for the remembrance? Sword Lance. Weapon once wielded by Commander Gaius. A combination of greatsword and lance. Weighty and capable of being brought to bear with great force, this armament shows its true potential when used astride a mount. Gaius himself was never without his boar. Skill: Spinning Gravity Thrust. A gravity skill honed by the disciples of an Alabaster Lord. Uses gravitational power to hang in the air before rotating the body and charging forward. An additional input allows for a follow-up attack. Pretty fancy, that. Blades of Stone. Gravity-manipulating sorcery of Commander Gaius. Pulls blade-like clumps of rock from the earth. Charging increases potency. Gaius and Radon were good rivals in their youth, And this sorcery is a product of their friendly competition. So on the whole, I would say the sword lance is probably the better choice. And now to read the Remembrance. Remembrance of Commander Gaius, hewn into the Shadow Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the Finger Reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. Both were as elder brothers to the lion, and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Gaius was both Mesmer's friend and the leader of his men. Huh. Both were older brothers of the lion. Hold on, wait. I get the idea of Gaius being an older brother to Radahn, but Mesmer was also older than Radahn. So, hold on. We're as old elder brothers. Okay, that's confused me now. Because I was always under the impression that Radahn and the children of Rennala were older than the children of Radagon and Marika. So, who is Mesmer's father, then? Was he a son of Godfrey? That doesn't make sense. He has the red hair, so he would have been Radagon and Marika's son. We know he's Marika's son. And I assumed Radagon, being obvious with the red hair. But now he's the older brother of Radahn? Did Radagon go back and have more kids with Rennala, even after becoming Marika's consort? What? I don't understand that. That's confused me. Or was it just as elder brother, as in he treated him like an older brother? I don't know. That's weird. Well, I'll get the lance. I'm gonna have to percolate that for a bit. Again, I assumed Melania, Mikola, and Mesmer were the children of Marika and Radahn. No, Radagon. Yeah. Misspoke. Radagon was absolutely the father of Melania, and Mikola absolutely. And I assumed that Mesmer was also a child of Radagon and Marika. And that Radagon and Marika only started having kids after he officially became her consort. But apparently, no. They might have done it earlier. Or else Rennala had kids with Radagon even after Radagon became the consort of Marika? Or else it was merely that he thought of him like an older brother, but elder brother to the lion, the lion being Radahn.
Now.
I don't know if I'm putting too much thought into this, but oh, the sword lance is a normal smithing stone weapon? I would not have guessed that. Okay then, yeah, that's thrown me for a loop, that has. Not to mention, why is it using regular smithing stone? Doesn't it have a... I thought spinning gravity thrust would have been a unique skill, but... Well, yeah, that's confused me. The elder brother part is what's tripping me up here.
Now.
Well, we'll upgrade the lance, the sword lance. And I'll give this a try going forward. So let's pass through from the Shadow Tree view and see what lies beyond that wall. Going back to Gaius as a boss, he was, at least using Mimic and Sorcery, rather easy. Far easier to deal with than Mesmer. But I can see why people would have trouble with him. Okay, thrusting, mostly. Yeah, I can see why people would have trouble with him. Because he was extremely fast, extremely aggressive, and moved around a lot. So the idea of you just not being able to catch him long enough to kill him, whilst also being beaten down by him, yeah, I could see that as being considerable nuisance. But if you're using magic, then he's kinda pointless. Or not pointless, but he's far easier to deal with. Now what? The Shadow Tree Chalice. Yeah. Oh. Just giving me these. And 5 of them, too. Well, that was uncommonly generous. I wonder. So that was... what? I recall hearing someone say that you could get 5 of the Shadow Tree fragments from beating a boss, and I guess that was it. But to be fair, that wasn't just beating a boss. I also had to find a secret path through another secret path, and then fight a damn hard boss fight. And then find the chalice. So that wasn't just fight a boss and you get 5 fragments. That was find a secret area in a secret area. And then you get a boss and 5 fragments. So yeah, that was quite the thing to get. It took all of this episode just for me to find my way to the boss and then deal with him. Let's see, is there anything else up here while I'm out and about? Considering the time, we'll be ending the episode shortly. And we're going back And I'm going to have another look at that headless statue of Marika. Because there was that comment that the memo left behind about gesturing. And Ymir wants me to go that way to meet with the mother. Hello. Ow. Okay, I'm just... just getting murdered is what I am. Another Albinoric woman. An archeress with her wolfhound. So against her specifically, the sword lance is not a good option at all. And trying out the Ash of War got me killed. Okay. Not exactly the best impression that gives, but that it was largely my fault. I got a bit silly. And I wanted to see what it did, whether it made sense to use it right then or not. And quite obviously, the answer was no, it did not make sense to use it right there. But I should be able to get another blessing. Now up to level 15. And I only need one more fragment to level it up again. So this was a surprisingly lucrative little side trip. And now just to murder the archer. If I can. Because I seem to be doing a terrible job so far. Where's my bloodstain? Getting in melee was not your best move. And that was actually a good opportunity for me to escape you. And you died together. Oh! Gaius Greaves. Huh. I was wondering why I didn't get Greaves off of him, or leg armor of any kind, and there's why. So let's have a gander at these, shall we? Black Iron Greaves made for Commander Gaius. A cruel joke, for he could not wear them. Riding atop the boar he called his other half, Gaius was in fact a warrior of Albinoric extraction. Extraction. Ugh. So he was an Albinoric. Huh. And therefore his legs disintegrated on him. And thus he wasn't able to wear the greaves they made for him. Cruel joke indeed. Sharpshot Talisman. Boosts attack power of precision-aimed shots. The talisman depicting an archer wielding a longbow. Boosts attack power of precision-aimed shots. The Albinoric archers were in a class of their own, and their deadly long-range specialists struck fear into the hearts of men. Oh, and I was wondering what this was. Beloved Stardust. A talisman depicting a wizened hand gently gripping a glintstone. shortens casting speed for sorcery and incantations by the utmost, but increases damage taken. Count Ymir was known for his recitations. One need only envision the romance of the stars above, with adoration for stardust in one's heart, to become a great sorcerer. Do so, and you will know love. I fear what your love will make of you, Ymir, and how it may already have corrupted you. But alas, there's nothing I can do to save you from yourself. Oh well, I'm expecting horrible, horrible things to come from my further association with Ymir. But that's for next episode. As always, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.